You grew up in South Africa. You lived during a period of apartheid. I'm
Yeah.
sure you've seen a lot of horrific things. So to be called a Nazi by people, to be made out to be this monster, that must be really hard for you.
Well, I mean, look, it's a relentless propaganda campaign, which obviously President Trump has experienced for a very long time, 20 years, maybe longer. And politics is a blood sport. So they're going to come up with whatever attacks they can to destroy the public perception of someone. Now, obviously, I've not harmed anyone in my life. I'm not. So it's an outrageous thing to claim that I'm a Nazi, because the issue with Nazis was not their mannerisms or their choice of dress, but the fact that they killed millions of people. That's the issue. They've also called President Trump a Nazi, and I think there was one publication that said he's worse than that President Trump is worse than Hitler, Stalin, and maybe Mao combined. And I'm like, but he also is not a violent person, and in fact has done a lot to prevent wars and stop wars, which is the very opposite of being a Nazi, actually.
Right. Ironic how that works out.
Yes, but it is disappointing how well propaganda works.
Yeah.
If you repeat a lie, the sort of he's a Nazi lie enough times, some people actually believe it. Especially people that still believe the legacy news. So if they still think that what CNN says, with the exception of Scott Jennings, is true, then they called me a Nazi on CNN. So if someone believes CNN, then they would say, "Oh, he must be that's a Nazi. That's because they said it on TV. The person on the TV said it." But they really are trying every angle to get me. So they would for sure try, if they could press a button and kill me in reality, they would press that button immediately.
Wow.
But since I'm a little difficult to kill, they are doing character assassination instead.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.